What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? I'm only laughing because I literally just got. I literally was in the process of recording a video, and I was talking about the frustrations of what I was going through with this whole process of me being out of work and FMLA and all that stuff. And I thought it was just gonna be a couple of minutes, but y'all know I can talk. Y'all know I can talk when I finally get to talking. And I said, fuck that shit. It can't be what it is because y'all probably would have been pissed off. The video wound up being like 20 some minutes or whatever. Because, baby, when I tell you, they put me through hell. That bitch is trying to get back to work, okay? They put me through hell. But, anyway, I hope y'all are having a okay week. A good week, actually. Not an okay week, a good week. Okay, listen. I hope y'all staying cool as possible because this heat wave that is going on, baby, y'all talk about the shit ain't climate change and girl. The earth is heating the fuck up, and I'm a little scared. Like, if it's this hot all over, and I mean record number hot heat wave, bitch, I feel sorry for you motherfuckers down in the south, especially like Texas and them. Y'all got 100+ degree weather for the next week or so. I just don't understand how y'all doing that shit. Out there in Florida as well, girl, I don't understand how y'all doing it. Because at that would have been my 13th reason why. Okay, like, bitch, take me now because I just can't. I just can't. The fucking power grids being over exhausted and everything. It's just a fucking lot. It is a lot, and I hope y'all that fucking governor don't fucking start his shit and mess y'all up. All right, because I remember what happened when that fucking ice storm or whatever came through and he played y'all asses. That was so messed up. In fact, for that reason alone, the way that they handled that should be the reason mainly, more than anything. Well, that should be one of the top two reasons why he should not get reelected. But that's not me. That's neither here nor there. I mean, I ain't got no saying it because I'm not a resident, okay? But I'm just saying that should have been a reason. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all keeping cool as possible. But let's just get up into this video. Unfortunately, I want to start this off because I don't want to end it with it, but I'm gonna just start it with it. Prayers out to Trina, the rapper Trina. She literally just was on Drink Champs with Noriega and was talking about, the issues that was going on between her and Kaya and whether or not she would do a versus with her or whatever. And I understood exactly what she was saying. Like, I'm not finna get that bitch time of day, okay? Like, after you disrespected the fuck out of me, we ain't finna be on no Jeezy and Gucci type of situation. Nah. After years and past and we can come together and still be semi-disrespectful to each other, but we can keep it cordial. No, that's not what's gonna happen. Because, baby, when that versus happened, baby, we was holding our breath. Okay, we was holding our breath, not breaths, our breath. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because it was tense. It was tense, and at this point, I just don't. Let Kaya stay with Kaya at. Let Trina stay with Trina at. I don't feel like Trina's scared of Kaya at any moment. But at the end of the day, that that'll give Kaya more exposure and probably help her with her career. And Trina ain't trying to be the one to do that. Because y'all know every time they do a versus or whatever, each person's catalog, they get a little bit more, play or whatever. So Trina ain't trying to do that. But this is not that. Unfortunately, this is some sad news. This literally just came out today. There was a shooting down there in Miami at this apartment complex or whatever, and I think a couple of people got shot. They're still alive, and then another person was killed. And that person that was killed just so happened to be Trina's 17-year-old niece. And I was just like, oh my God, that's a lot. That is a lot. And I just feel so bad for her because, like, if you've been watching, Love and Hip Hop Miami, especially the last season, like, she was really going through it, and you could tell, like, she is the person that really needs some therapy. She needs somebody to sit down and talk with and vent to, and to give her some coping mechanism because she's still in the process of grieving. Like, I think her brother, was it her brother or whatever, who passed, or somebody that was real close to her who passed a few years ago. And I'm pretty sure she was still grieving that. And then her mother passed probably like 3 or 4 years ago, 3 years ago or so, in the process when they was doing Love and Hip Hop like 2 seasons ago. And so she was still dealing with that. That's why she was acting the way that she was acting um, the last season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. And she was just going off. You know what I'm saying? She was just doing the most or whatever because she's still grieving and she's not grieving in the proper way. Constantly working just so that you won't have to think about stuff. And now you have to deal with this, another death, you know? And I just pray for her. I just pray for her. 17 years old. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. What are we shooting for, y'all? What are we shooting for? Okay, what is the purpose that, you don't like somebody that bad that they have to, you have to take their life? Did they do something that was horrifically wrong, like, commit a crime against a child or attack somebody in a most horrific and disgusting way? Yeah, I could see that. But other than that, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why we? It's just, I just wanted to stop. I just wanted to stop. Okay, that's all that I do. But condolences goes out to Trina. I hope people around her to keep her up. But moving on from that, some good news. Shout out to Monique. Okay. Now the last thing that we talked about with Monique was this Netflix situation and the fact that the case was dismissed, but they never said if it was settled with pay. And so what I'm going to assume, I could be wrong, is she probably did get a little bit of money because the judge did say that, the way Netflix kind of went about the negotiation process and then putting it out there, whatever, I don't know, something, they found them liable for that. Okay, but they never said if a payment amount was put out there. I know people were making up fake memes or whatever trying to say that she got millions of dollars, and that was not the case because nobody knows what the settlement was, if there really was a monetary settlement, which I'm pretty sure it was, but it was not millions of dollars for sure. But on top of that, I'm pretty sure in the process of this negotiation of what happened with the dismissal of the case that she had against them, she probably, or she most likely did, work out a situation where they both come to the conclusion that, yeah, this was all a big misunderstanding. It shouldn't have went the way that it went. I understand why you had your reaction the way that you did. I understand the process. And I see that, you do have a strong following after you, okay? So therefore, let us correct our wrong and let us go ahead and give you this special and give you what you deserve monetary-wise. And I feel as though that's how things went. I'm just going to act like that's how it went because that's how I want it to go. People can't own up to their fuck up mistakes, you know what I'm saying? And she's... Hold on one second. See? Same shit I was dealing with my mama dealing with now. They fucking up her FMLA, her all that shit. This... I'm sorry. Don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. If y'all don't have to get hurt, if y'all don't have to get hurt, please do whatever it is that you can to avoid having to take a FMLA, because bitch, the process of it is just hell. Okay, but anyway, or at least that's my experience. But no, back to Monique. Thank God that they came to some type of agreement, and that obviously she was okay with, because she is now having her own Netflix special. The video that she put out, she was laughing, she was joking, she was very jovial. I like to see this type of Monique, and I'm damn sure gonna be one of the first to watch that shit as soon as it hit, bitch. And if it's really good, I'm gonna be watching it multiple times. Okay, I'm giving her streams. All right, and here's the thing: people feel like you can't say things about people and still support them and actually like them. Being a fan of somebody, being a supporter of somebody, being a friend of somebody, being a family of somebody, being real with somebody and real to yourself is actually telling the person that you actually love, you like, you support when they're doing right, you pump them up. When they're doing wrong, you sit them down and you let them know, baby boy, baby girl, this ain't it. You didn't have to go about it this way. You know what I'm saying? And that is what some of us, I ain't gonna say all, because some people just been nasty, just to be nasty. That is what some of us do, especially when it comes to Monique and some of her situations, okay? In this particular situation, we was here for it. The situation, I'm pretty sure like all of us was on her side for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And if we probably kind of deterred a little bit, it's probably was the way that, she probably put the message out there. The situation with Tyler Perry, Oprah, and Lee Daniels, some of us, we really wasn't here for the way that she put that out there. We get your grievances, but we just wasn't here for the way that she went about the whole thing. But we understood. And again, I'm glad, not only did she got that, she got two projects, because she did mention that too. Because y'all know, she made up with Lee Daniels, and she's going to be in a Lee Daniels film on Netflix, and now she got her Netflix comedy special too. So yeah, she's finna make a home at Netflix, and I hope they give her another agreement or whatever, like put her in a deal that she can do like multiple stuff, you know what I'm saying, and not just a one time, two time thing, multiple stuff, especially if this comedy special does great, which I'm pretty sure that it will. But also you can call your people out, because I'll say this till to this day, that whole DL Hughley shit, which I'm glad that nobody is talking about, and people, when it comes to this, I understand that they giving her praises or whatever, and saying that, yeah, see, she was right, and this is what happens when you stick to your guns and what you like. Okay, that's cool, but you also got to understand that, there was an incident where she was wrong, and that was that DL Hughley situation, and I don't want her to mention that at all. That's over. That's done with. We gonna move past that, and I just want Monique to stay in this positive light. I need to see, and she got the BMF coming up. I need to see her in more stuff, because there should not have been any reason that she should have been deterred the way that she has. Sometimes we do get in our own way, and sometimes people get in our way too. You know what I'm saying? So it feel like stuff is being rectified and stuff is coming back to the way that it should have been going years ago. So I'm very much proud of Monique, and like I said, I will be watching the special and the movie with Lee Daniels. So yeah, I'm good about that. That's very much great. I love hearing positive news about people. I really do. Baby, I had to put that out there because, baby, we finna get on this Tristan Thompson shit. Can y'all tell me exactly why? Please put it down in the comments. Especially after, and listen to what I have to say first before you put it in the comments. Give your opinion. Because I honestly need to understand what the big issue was. Now, last week, at the end of last week, because I was able to put it up in my what it is. It came out that Tristan and Chloe are expecting a baby boy. I don't know if the baby is here yet. I don't know if the baby is almost here. I don't know that, and I honestly don't care. That's none of my business. And not saying I don't care about the baby. I'm just saying that's none of my business. They really don't have to tell us. And truth be told, they did not have to tell us this. I don't understand why they had to put it out there knowing that they was going to get some judgment. But hey, y'all wanted the attention or whatever. I feel like they do shit for attention. I really do. You can't tell me no different. You can't tell me no different. Certain people do shit for attention, because when all these celebrities be announcing stuff like, oh, we broke up, oh, this happened or that. Bitch, ain't nobody asked that. Especially when y'all break up, baby. Sometimes we don't even give a damn. We weren't checking for y'all together, so we not gonna be checking for y'all apart. So it's okay. You can keep that and then it'd be like, respect our privacy. Well, if you hadn't put it out there, you could have had all the privacy that you wanted, But anyway, they put it out there that they was suspecting a child through surrogacy. And I said, come to find out, it was allegedly, according to Chloe and them, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going by what she said in the statement that was put out, okay, by their reps that confirmed it. You know what I'm saying? They were going through the surrogacy process prior to Chloe finding out that Tristan cheated on her. And not only cheated on her, but had a baby on her. So this was probably around December, November that the lady got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? The surrogate got pregnant. And it was viable. And I guess it's going full term. Okay, well, if it was November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Oh, June. December. Oh, May. So the baby is here, right? If you want, if bitch, I don't care. The baby most likely is here and probably been here. If that's the case, let's just say the baby is here. Okay. They also in that statement confirmed that they had a baby boy or they having a baby boy. What the fuck ever. It's a baby boy. This was already planned. This was before she knew about the break baby or whatever and the cheating allegations and all that stuff. Somebody went back and said the timeline don't match up, but if that's what Chloe want to say, that's what Chloe want to say. And then let me tell you something, that goddamn Kardashian show keep on putting y'all, calling y'all stuff out, okay? Like, that goes to show y'all saying one thing, your show saying another thing, okay? Y'all need to keep up with your script. Keep up with your script, okay? So that you won't be contradicting yourself and be like, no, the receipt said this, because you saying this happened now, but on the show it said this, all right? And the show been filmed, okay? So what's good? What's really it? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, in that announcement confirming from their reps, it said that Chloe and Tristan are no longer together. They are not back together. They are not back together. They are not back together. I keep saying that because it was a big uproar the other day, or a couple of days ago, probably Monday or Tuesday, whichever one, because there was a video of Tristan out, I think in Greece or whatever, and he was walking hand in hand with another woman. And people were like, oh my God, Chloe, she's so dumb. And I mean, he cheated. I know people cheat, but damn, like, you just gonna be so bold with it. You gonna cheat and do all this. And I'm sitting here like, he's single. So what exactly is he doing wrong this time? And don't get me fucking wrong. Y'all be making me mad when y'all be having me defend people that is fuck boys and, you know, terrible people and all that shit. But at the end of the day, he has not done anything wrong yet this time. Okay? If he already out in Greece or doing whatever he doing with somebody else, 9 out of 10, if the baby is here, the baby been here. And he just on a little bit of vacation or whatever. What I prefer, if I have a brand new baby, to be out a couple of months after the baby has been born, to not be by his side. Not me, but people are different, okay? Maybe this during the time where, okay, I get the baby next week and she get the baby the week after that, so this is my time to do whatever I have to do, so let me go on a little vacation and come back. Maybe it's something like that. But at the end of the day, that man is single. I mean, he been single technically in his mind throughout this whole goddamn relationship, but technically speaking, he's single, okay? At the end of the day, he is single and he did not do anything wrong. Chloe liked the post that basically said the same damn thing. So I just don't understand why people were surprised by seeing him with another person. And why was this such a big issue? I just don't understand it, okay? And if you had an issue, put it down in the comments. Explain it to me why it's an issue to you, okay? Or why you felt like it was an issue or you think that it was an issue. Because at the end of the day, even if they were together, I still would not be surprised. And none of us should be surprised. It was like, nigga, you bold as fuck. Then I can see that. But they're not together, so who gives a shit? But at the end of the day, Chloe just wants... Her excuse is she wants her kids to have the same father, whatever. I get it. Understandable. But at the end of the day, I feel as though she's doing this, you know, whatever she can to keep this man in her life. Not just her kids' life, but in her life. Any way, shape, form. That's possible. Any capacity. She still wants him. She has not fully let that man go. Even though they say that they're single. I feel like she has not fully let that man go. If that man was to say, I really want to come back and I want to try it again, she will do it. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones that she would hop on it. Okay? She would hop on it. Look at how many times this man has publicly disrespected the fuck out of her, and she has given him time after time. And that says a lot. And Chloe should feel some type of way that this is now her narrative. She should feel the worst because this is now her narrative. As a person, a woman who will allow herself to be walked over by men. This particular man in general. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta see what's. I don't give a fuck. We already care. Like at the end of the day, the same shit that happened. I don't believe in that karma shit, but you know that's what the Kardashians did. They took other people's men, and you know now that shit coming back on y'all asses. Y'all getting y'all niggas taken. So hey, it is what it is. Literally niggas. But moving on from that. Why do we care? And I spend too much time on that shit. Moving on from that, let's talk about this Ricky Martin case for right quick. Because, baby, that was not on my bingo card. That, when I tell you, I think I seen a little bit of something about it, but it was like just a small inkling. I was like, what? That don't even make sense. And I just dismissed it. Okay? And I think I seen it probably like a couple of weeks ago. Like somebody mentioned it, and I thought it was like something fake. So that's why I didn't say nothing. It wasn't everywhere, so I just was like, oh, that's probably nothing. You know what I'm saying? Girl, shit hit the fan over the weekend, and it came out saying allegedly that Ricky Martin was out there in Puerto Rico having a fucking 7-8 month affair with his 21-year-old nephew. That's his brother's son. Okay? I said, what? And that he is being, because the boy is accusing him and trying to accusing him of domestic violence and stalking. I said, oh my God. Oh, so not only are you committing incest allegedly, okay, because Ricky Martin has denied all the charges, not only are you allegedly committing incest, you are whooping this boy's ass, okay, committing domestic violence, you know what I'm saying, and you stalking him because he broke the shit off. I'm sitting here like, what? What? And he facing up to 50 years, especially out there in Puerto Rico, because they don't take incest lightly. As we shouldn't take incest lightly any goddamn where. But I said, a fucking affair with your goddamn 21-year-old, that's nasty. Like, that's too close. That's too fucking close. And I could see if it was, bitch, I ain't even gonna say I could see if it don't make it better. But if it was no blood in it, like nephew by marriage, okay, that still be nasty, but it won't be as nasty because there's no mingling of familiar DNA. You know what I'm saying? But that's your brother's son, and you doing that for months. And I'm sitting here like, so was it really consensual? If it was, like, what the hell? But also on the other side, it's like, Ricky Martin just came out with an album, and then as soon as he came out with an album, these allegations came out. So it's like, is it real, or is it somebody, the brother setting him up, or is it the nephew setting him up for a money grab or something? I don't even know if they trying to get money. I think it's because all I keep on seeing is 50 years in jail, 50 years in jail. At the end of the day, I hate this. You want to know why I hate this? Because it plays into a stereotype that people already think that who have stuff against gay people, especially gay men. It plays into a stereotype, and I'm not going to get into that stereotype, and I'm pretty sure y'all already know what that is. It's playing into that. And I just, oh my God, it's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ricky fucking, Viva la vida loca? Viva la vida loca? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasó? What's going on? ¿Qué? I said, what the fuck, Ricky? Ricky, I can't even go listen to your music now because I just feel disgusted. Okay? I just literally feel, it's just, I don't understand people who think about doing that with their family. And speaking about shit like that, since we're talking about family and people fucking around with their family, since I brought up, the relations by marriage, what's Elon Musk's daddy name? Elon Musk. Let me just tell you something. What in the fucking Woody Allen shit is going on? Huh? Huh? Okay, like rich people with money, they really just do shit out there in the fucking open, and they just don't give a fuck. Cause why was this on the bingo card that y'all had to fucking put this out there in the open? Y'all could have kept this nasty ass secret to y'all goddamn self, bitch. We didn't need to know that shit. Cause we know shit like this goes on in a lot of people's households or whatever. You know, we seen it. But when it comes to people with money, people with influence or whatever, y'all throw that shit out there in the open, bitch. See if he was on Jeffrey Epstein's goddamn manifest. Because this is disgusting. This motherfucker, they just came out and said that he has just had either the stepdaughter is pregnant again, or she just had his second child. By her. Not second child in general. The second child with her. A stepdaughter that he's over 20 something years older than, okay? He met her mother when I think the mother was like 25, he was 45, and she was 4 years old. So you've been in her life since she was 4 years old. And when I hear shit like that, you done seen this person grow the fuck up from an infant, from a child, from a toddler to an adult. And it makes me feel like you've been having these thoughts about them ever since they were kids, and you was just waiting till it was legal for you to actually do something. The fucking Woody Allen effect, okay? Y'all, you don't know what happened to Woody Allen, which is why some people, a lot of people, and I don't respect him, and I don't respect people who actually fucking work with that fucking perv, since y'all got so much to say about, you know, motherfuckers slapping people on the fucking Oscar stage, and they should have this stripped away, they should have that stripped away, and yet you got a whole motherfucker who out here that married his whole ass adopted ass daughter, okay, from the relationship that he had with Mia Farrow, okay, her young ass adopted ass daughter was fucking around with her when she was underage, and then fucked around and got married to her when she was legal, had kids with her. They probably still the fuck together, and y'all okay with that because y'all keep on giving him work, nominating his films, giving him shits and all that stuff, but y'all get upset over fucking girl. I'm telling you, the hypocrisy that goes on in white Hollywood versus black Hollywood, it is just a mess. I'm just sitting here like the shit that y'all think is acceptable, okay? Pedophilia is really fucking acceptable. And I just don't understand how y'all can let that happen. That is disgusting, bitch. And y'all just want to work with this man. These actors and actresses be willing to fucking work with him, okay? And I'm just sitting here like, ew. And then Elon Musk daddy, you know, at least he said that Elon was a little pissed off because he didn't know, whatever the fuck. I don't know. Either way, that shit is nasty. Y'all should have kept that shit to yourself. And it ain't gonna ever look right in the eyes of nobody. You out here fucking the person that you raised. That is, and having kids with him. What in the cult is going on? What in the flowers in the attic is going on? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just would never, somebody that I grew up in a house with, I would never find him attractive like that. I would never even think of that. Bitch, we came out the same goddamn cooch. So why am I doing, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. That is nasty. That is nasty, y'all. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Kim fucking Burrell, bitch. Okay, I'm not gonna stay on her because, you know, Kim Burrell be out here talking like she's gonna threaten people, whatever. But let me just say this. I'm not in the church. A lot of the stuff that I've, you know, these people that I've heard about or whatever, y'all mentioned, that have said some things or whatever, done some things in the church or whatever, it's because they made news. That's how I know about them. And every time I hear about Kim Burrell, I know she's a singer. Every time I hear about her, a gospel singer, she has a good voice. She has an amazing voice. I'm not going to lie about that. Every time I hear about her, it is negative. Let's just put that out there, okay? This is not us. This is not nobody putting defamation of her character, whatever. We're just going by what the headlines say, okay? Every time I have heard anything about her, it's always her being and doing something nasty in a nasty, evil way of a nasty spirit, you know? And I literally had to, when this whole controversy came up, I really had to tweet because I wanted to understand, like, has she always appeared to be this way? Have this nasty disposition? And People, it's so crazy. If you go on my Twitter and you find that tweet, go down my timeline and you find that tweet, look at the mentions. Not one person has said, "Oh, she knows she's a good person. She's this, she's that." Everybody has said, "Yes, this is how she always has been." And then it just got worse because of some stuff that happened allegedly within a marriage that she had or whatever. That's none of my business. I'm not going to put that out there. I don't care about it. But either way, you cannot take whatever it is that you're going through out on other people. The video that was going around was her at a church, and she basically called the people broke. She was basically talking about, if you're living in a trailer, what is you doing being broke? Or what are you doing to keep yourself broke? What are you doing as keeping yourself in a trailer or whatever? Making it as if it's so easy to get out of some of these situations, and people choose to be in these situations. And basically what I got from it is, if you're not of a certain tax bracket or status or whatever, you're not worthy of being a good friend or a good person or whatever the fuck. You know, that whole thing about you can still get me to talk at your or sing at your congregation or whatever because I don't cost that much. I mean, you could afford me or something like that. I have a problem. Then when she said, some people up here, they just people don't like to be told that they're ugly, even though they be ugly. Nobody likes to say that they're ugly. Now, I'm not saying that none of y'all ugly. At least I can't tell because some of y'all got hats on covering your faces or whatever. I said, bitch. And what was the shadiest part about that? Now, the only thing that made me laugh about that part, the only thing that made me laugh, and I may be wrong, when she said that part, whoever it was who was recording turned the camera to the lady that was standing on the stage who had a little bit of hair on, and she was like this. She felt some type of way about that comment. I said, now why y'all single her out like that on the stage, okay? Miss Lady is minding her business. She is already annoyed and over it. And some people probably agree and want to say, she's just saying the truth. Like, you got to choose better and you got to want better and all this stuff. I get it. But there's a way how you're supposed to say things. You're supposed to uplift people and not put them down in the same way. You know what I'm saying? In the same fashion. Like, that's some backhanded ass shit. Okay? You try to make it seem as if it's everybody's fault that they are in the predicament in the conditions that they are in, and that is not the case. It is not as easy, especially for you to say some shit like that during this work economy, during the time of what's going on, and then said the shit about no mask and all that stuff. Girl, I said, oh my god. So you just trying to fuck people up? Like, oh Jesus Christ. It's just I'm sorry to say that, and then I said that word and then said Jesus Christ in the same sentence. Lord forgive me. But it's very negative, and I people got on her enough. Baby, when they said that lady is 49 years old and they start pulling up all of the black women, especially in Hollywood, regular black folks that are the same age or older than her who look younger than her, I said, I wasn't going to participate in the melee, in the thrashing and the dragging or whatever. My whole thing is this. You have to be careful what it is that you say. When you are a public figure, you have to be careful what it is that you say and how you say it. Because you may intend for it to be perceived one way, but your audience, because of the way that you said it, the way that you thought it was going to come out and sound, it sounded a totally different way to your audience, and you just offended a whole group of people. And this is the issue that I have with the church. I grew up Jehovah's Witness, okay? And this is the same damn issue that I have with the Jehovah's Witness organization as well. It's almost as if people get to a certain standard or a certain status within the church, and they feel as though they're a little bit better. They're holier than thou. And they're the most judgmental people. They'll throw a Bible script at you about how you're not supposed to do this, how you're not supposed to be gay, how this, and you're going to hell. It's a sin. But yet, you not realize that 9 out of 10, if I'm going to hell because of one particular sin that I'm doing, You've committed sins as well. You're not without sin. And it's a possibility that 9 out of 10, all of us are going to hell because we've all sinned. Whether we repent or whatever, we're all going to go to hell then if we're going to do it by that logic, because we've all committed sins, because nobody is perfect. We're all imperfect human beings, so we're bound to sin, you know? But my thing is, people come to church, people come to these organizations, these gatherings to be uplifted. They don't come there to be downtrodden. They're already downtrodden, most of them, sometimes. You know, you don't know what they are going through. You don't know what type of issues is going on at home. And they come to the church or whatever to hear the word, to be uplifted. And then you get up there and you say some shit like that. You calling me broke? Calling me ugly? Like, no. And shit like that, that haughty spirit, that nastiness is what turns a lot of people these days off to the church. Because we see, and it's opening up a lot of people's eyes to how some of the churches are being run, and by the people who are running them. Everybody's not on the up and up. I will never be comfortable going to a church where the pastor is driving such luxury cars, where the pastor is in such a fucking mansion, and yet your parishioners are suffering. Your parishioners are living in those trailers, living in the projects, struggling to pay bills, but yet they tithing to you so that you can keep the church open and also keep your lights on at your house, your big ass mansion. I have an issue with that, and I will never not have an issue with that, no matter how much you try to explain it in the comments, because we've talked about this before. You know, I will forever have an issue with that. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't, and then I don't take the word of man. I will read my Bible and research it for myself, because everybody has a whole different version and interpretation of what something means, you know? And people don't use all the time religion for good. Some people, as we see, use religion as manipulation to hold people emotionally and mentally and psychologically hostage. Okay? They use it for bad. And I just don't like that. And it's like, I think for myself, and I'm not a follower, and if this is the way I feel, I'm standing on it until I'm being shown different. And I'm not saying, let's not get this wrong, it's not all pastors and church people, because I've come across a lot of church people that are really good people. They're not judgmental, they're accepting, they're really cool. And then I come across people that are just the complete opposite. And that is exactly why I am not a Jehovah's Witness. Because the same thing that I said about the church, the same thing can be said about them motherfuckers too. I can do a whole fucking video on that shit, the negative sides of that, okay? We not supposed to be of the world. We not supposed to be doing this, but yeah, you're doing exactly the same fucking thing. What? Okay. A lot of shit just don't make sense about religion sometimes to me. As I get older, I be thinking a lot. And it's making me see, like, am I a religious person? Because I do believe in God. I do believe that there is a God. I do believe in God. I do believe in Jesus. I do believe in Jehovah. I do believe in all of that. But it's like, do I believe in the concept of coming together and having one person teach me from a Bible that has been rewritten and rewritten and rewritten by man from the original text that was by God? I ain't mean to get that deep, bitch. Because I'm sitting here thinking. You know, I'm thinking of my thoughts. So I just had questions. And bitch, this whole thing, TD fucking Jakes, bitch. That goddamn clip that I seen talking about some, you know, men out here raising women to be men or something like that because they out here working and they got to brag about the fact that they got money and all this stuff, and you're not being women and you're losing your femininity and all this shit. If y'all ain't seen that clip, it's misogynistic as fuck, okay? And that, again, is something that turns people away. And it is harmful rhetoric like that because you're basically saying you want shit to go back to the 1950s or whatever, or prior to that, when women weren't working and they were just in the house and they needed a man. They needed a man because they ain't had no other income coming in. The man was the one going out working, and all they had to do was lay there on their back, fuck that man, or let that man fuck on them, give birth to his kids, and take care of the goddamn house. That's it. That's it. And it don't work that way. Yes, there are independent women out here, and no, some of them don't need a man. And mostly these days, women don't need men. They want a man. Okay? There's a difference between need and want. Some of y'all don't make wanting or needing a man appealing because y'all so fucking egotistical and your ego gets so fucking bruised and it's so fucking fragile. Like, what the fuck? Why would you put that type of message out there to the... What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway. Girl, this kind of good. This kind of good, y'all. I'm looking forward to the comments. Y'all finna tear this. I hope y'all tear it up. Tear it up. Like, just be honest. Be honest and learn us and teach us, you know? Moving on, because we can learn from everybody. I love to hear, especially when it comes to the religious aspect of things or whatever, I love to hear different opinions because, like I said, I had a different religious upbringing. Christianity, but a different denomination. You know what I'm saying? Because for those that don't know, Jehovah's Witnesses is a denomination of Christianity, just like Baptist and Catholic and all that shit. But anyway, moving on from that. Racism at the Sesame Street Place, Parade Street Place, or whatever the fuck it was in Philly. Let me just say this. I stand with this family. I stand with this woman who is going through this and everything that she is doing. And people can say that, oh, she's probably dragging it out. She is not dragging it out. Because at this current moment, she has got legal representation and she is suing for emotional distress and the fact that they couldn't own up to what the fuck they did. Okay? Is it being drawn out? No. Mostly because it's too much goddamn evidence against that confirms exactly what it is that she pointed out first, okay? This woman, and I'm so sorry that I did not get her name. Please put it down in the comments. I was just doing these notes by memory or whatever, and from which I was putting on my page, okay? She took her daughters to the Sesame Street place parade thing or whatever. Y'all know what it is, okay? They have all the Sesame Street characters, and it was this one particular character. I think her name was Rosita. Baby, I ain't watched Sesame Street since I was like a kid, so bear with me. I don't know all the new girls, okay? I don't know all the new girls. So you see her giving hugs and, you know, acknowledgement to the little white kids and this kid right here, this kid right there, this the dope right there. But then when it came to them little girls, you can actually see that she looked down and then kept on going. And they look so fucking hurt. And then, you know, as this video got out there, and it started picking up steam because celebrities started talking about it. I seen when Kelly Rowland basically was like, you know, she would have fucked that shit up, okay? If something like that would have happened to her child, you know what I'm saying? If she would have been there. And it just had a lot of people of influence and a lot of people in general, white and black, that was coming out just saying this is messed up, okay? Sesame Street wants to bring out a statement, the place. Let me read the statement. Let me find it because I want to be fucking sure. So they said, our brand, Sesame Place, that's what it is. Our brand, our park, and our employees stand for inclusivity and equality in all forms. That is what Sesame Place is all about. And we do not tolerate any behaviors in our park that are contrary to that commitment. We also are and have always been committed to making sure every family and every child has the best possible experience at our parks, and we are incredibly disappointed when that does not happen. Regarding the incident yesterday, the costumes our performers wear sometimes make it difficult to see at lower levels, and sometimes our performer miss hugs requests from guests. The performer portraying the Rosita character, has confirmed that the no hand gesture seen several times in the video was not directed to any specific person. Rather, it was a response to multiple requests from someone in the crowd who asked Rosita to hold their child for a photo, which is not permitted. The Rosita character did not intentionally ignore the girls and is devastated about the misunderstanding. We spoke to the family and extended our apologies and invited them back for a special meet and greet opportunity with our characters. We apologize to the guests for not delivering the experience they expected, and we commit to do our best to earn their and all our guests' visits and support. So, with that being said, it was a cop out. You tried to say that you didn't see. She literally looked down at them and she kept on going. From the time that she was there in that area, where was the people that was saying something about hold the baby? Okay. Also, that's some bullshit. The whole thing is some bullshit, you know. And then Miss Lady said, y'all ain't reach out to us. Yeah, stop email communications, and we ain't had no meet and greet. We ain't had no face to face, and you ain't do none of this shit that you said. Okay? And then because of that, other families start popping up with videos about that same character, Rosita, whoever's doing Rosita, ignoring these kids on purpose, and other people or characters there in this Sesame Place ignoring the kids, black kids. Okay? This is a history. This is a pattern that is being recorded. And you want to say because of the costumes, you know, sometimes it makes it hard to look down and see the little ones when that's what you're doing. That's the whole purpose of the whole part, is to see the little ones, not the adults, but the little ones. Stop it. Stop it. And so because all of this stuff came out that they was lying and that it's evidence that this has been going on for multiple occasions, multiple times, Sesame Street Place come out with the Sesame Workshop is aware of the recent incident at Sesame Place, Philadelphia, which we take very seriously. What the children experienced is unacceptable. We have been in contact with Sesame Place, our licensed partner, and baby, the writing is so goddamn small. So if I'm stuttering, I can read. I just can't see the shit. Hold on, let me expound this. That's better, bitch. That's better. They assure us that they will conduct a bias training. It's always, let's conduct a bias training, a sensitivity training. Instead of just saying, I'm sorry, we will love to sit down with you, and that person is fired. Because obviously it's happened on more than one occasion, you know. And a thorough review of the ways in which they engage with the family and guests. Bitch, fuck all that shit, okay? People just trying to cover their backs or whatever and just saying, instead of saying that they fucked up. They fucked up and this is what's going on. Remember the whole shit with the Starbucks situation? Yeah, the same thing. I am so fucking tired. And I'm here for her, the lady, and the family getting representation. Like I said, they're suing as they should. And I stand 100% behind them. And like they keep saying, we need to stop taking our money to some of these places because they don't give a fuck about us, okay? They blatantly will show that. Girl, I know Sesame Street was made for black and inner city kids. But I found that shit out, girl. That fact, I hope that's a real fact that y'all putting out there because I'm going to run with it. It was a lot of black people that was on Sesame Street back in the day, though. So I'm going to believe that that's true, you know. And y'all, speaking of fucking statements, when Kim Burrell put that statement out, Kim Burrell said, you know, my bad, I was trying to be funny, girl. I was trying to be funny, and, you know, obviously the joke didn't hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to uplift or whatever. So if I offended anybody, my bad. And then as soon as she said, if I offended anybody, I apologize, I said no. No, because it's not an if. You did offend. I hate when people start an apology off with if I offended or if I did this. Take that if out and say, I'm sorry that I did this and I'm sorry that I made you feel this way. That was not my intention. I would have accepted that. But then she went on ahead and said, y'all out here, you know, saying shit about me, defaming my character, you know, fucking up my brand and all this shit. No, baby. Some people problem is being a little bit nasty, but Others, they just, you putting the shit out there. You've been fucking up your reputation because your reputation ain't good. So there's that. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez got married over the weekend in Vegas. Aaliyah said, first you don't succeed, you can dust yourself off and try again. Try again, even if it's 20 fucking plus years later. Girl, I ain't finna be holding a torch for nobody that long. Let me stop, because you just don't know. You just don't know. And honestly, Jennifer Lopez get a bad rep. She's just a serial dater, and what a serial dater or a serial relationship type of person. And I understand that. And people don't understand what that means. That means that they love being in relationships. It does not mean that they love sleeping around or they're like being a hoe, going from person to person. That's just a person being free. A serial relationship person, they literally like being in relationship after relationship after relationship. So they're never really single long. That is Jennifer Lopez, okay? But baby, the way that she got with Alex Rodriguez, got engaged to that girl, you went to the inauguration and you got up on that podium and you said, let's get loud for the land of the free, okay? For the land of the free. Oh, beautiful. You was engaged then, and literally a couple of weeks later, you said, fuck that nigga. I'm going back to what's his name? Ben Affleck, because that is where my heart is at. That's fine, but it just looked a little messy. And obviously what that signaled to me was the relationship was already over for her to move on so quickly like that, and Alex has yet to say anything about it. I hope Jennifer Gardner is doing really well, okay? Ain't nobody saying about anything about her and her well-being, because she had to put up with his shit when he was with her. Like, he was so infatuated with Jennifer Lopez that he had to go marry somebody else that had the Jennifer name. Girl, Hollywood just cracks me up. They cracks me up and got married up in Vegas of all places. Vegas, okay? I said, oh my goodness. I wish them nothing but the best. I ain't got nothing negative to say. Love is love. I wish I had it. Oh my God, y'all saw that video of Britney Spears. I don't care what nobody say. Britney Spears ain't all the way there. You know, she working on trying to be all the way there. Baby, I don't know if I mentioned it, but when y'all know Katie the Don, the comedian, Instagram comedian, you probably seen that when they reposted her post on she hasn't really been doing nothing because because she's still grieving the loss of her brother that had passed last year or so. But she put up a video of Britney Spears mocking Britney Spears and how she be doing her videos. And you know how she just be swaying back to, and she always pulling down stuff to show her waistline. The shit is funny. Go find it. Go find it. Oh my God. But Britney had gave us a little bit of vocals, okay? And people don't realize because Mama gave us Baptist. She gave us Baptist vocals, okay? She was like, oh, baby, baby. And was like, she didn't give us, oh, baby, baby. She said, oh, baby. You know, she got deep in her soul with it. She felt that shit. Some of y'all don't realize that her voice is really a little bit deep, okay? Go back to when she was younger. That voice was deep. It was not that baby shit. They made her do that baby shit, okay? They was controlling her then, bitch. Girl, it was a lot. It was funny. I enjoyed it. I said Britney. Britney said, I don't know when the album gonna come, if it's ever gonna come, but y'all still gonna get these goddamn vocals. I said, all right, Miss Girl, as long as you're doing it from the safety of your home. Okay. That's funny. Moving on from that, the Bad Boys, I don't know if y'all was watching it. I mentioned this about in the Zeus, the reality show video that I did about, you know, how I'm slowly becoming like over reality shows. I realized that, but I did watch that little special about the reality show. What is it? Bad Boys Houston, especially on Zeus this past weekend. I am so mad that they made that whole thing like a special, like it's episode 1, episode 2. For them, this one particular day that they had auditions for the Bad Boys Club Houston, had all the motherfuckers show up in the fucking heat. Somebody said they drove 16 hours and they were standing outside for 5+ hours just to get seen, to not get picked. Baby, let me tell you something. You would have had to lock my ass up because I would not have left without you reimbursing me, bitch. Because you fucking played me. Because you made me think that I had a real enough chance. And then they showing how the auditions went. They literally get up there and they all saying the same thing. What makes you stand out and be a bad boy? Because I'm about my shit. I'm a boss. I'm this. I'm that bitch and all that shit. Everybody is literally saying the same thing. And I'm like, what? The audition, I had a fuck you auditioning for 10 seconds. I said, what is this? This is how you realize that the shit was fake as fuck. American Horror Story coming on tomorrow? Bitch, I am so out the loop. All right, on Hulu. Okay. Anyway, I was just like, this is dumb as fuck. And they just fighting for no fucking reason. I can't take it. I'm going to watch it just because I needed something to watch while I was washing my ass. Because I'm one of those people, baby. I can't wash up in silence. I gotta have some music, a podcast, or a video playing, okay? I catch up on my YouTube videos sometimes. Girl, I get started on my YouTube videos or whatever. I get started on the episode or something in the shower. Turn that volume up so I can hear that shit, okay? Girl, but it was a fucking mess. A fucking mess. I'm just like, y'all, gay people are not, especially these young gays, I'm pretty sure they are not all about just fighting and want to be a bad bitch. Can we all just stop that? Oh, anyway, I feel like I'm old. Y'all, I got so much more shit to talk about. Y'all don't mind if it's a long video, do y'all? Y'all got a whole fucking week. So I can continue to just talk? Okay. Anyway, moving on from that. Desus and Mero, they done broke the fuck up. I said, what? Now, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I was a big fan of Desus and Mero, but I knew Desus and Mero. I used to watch the show. I have not watched the show in a minute. I did not even know that it was in its 4th season, okay? That's how far back I'm gone. Excuse me, but I used to watch like the 1st season, the 2nd season, or whatever. I watched it, but then shit just got in the way and I just kind of fell off from it. But I knew Desus and Mero. I do like them as a duo or whatever. They play well off of each other. Baby, it was some rumblings on the Twitter street saying that they was beefing. And then it came out, like Showtime came out. All the official pages came out and said that the show is not coming back for a 5th season. The last episode was June 23rd. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? And I was like, so it's really real that they beefing with each other? They said they're just on separate creative path that they want to go. Understandable, which happens with a lot of duos or group people. People over time, they don't want to continue to do the same thing. They want to venture out and do their own thing. But people were saying that they were beefing. So it's like, if y'all was beefing, what happened? Why y'all beefing? They had everybody on their show. Everybody, like, that wasn't no small little ass show. I mean, it was, but they had big fucking names on their show. Bitch, if they could have did it a little bit more, they probably would have got Beyonce on the show. I don't know if they ever had Jay-Z on the show, but bitch, then they had presidents on the show. Political figures on the show. Oh, God damn. Okay, I wish them both the best. I really do. And if y'all know some more information, some tea about what's going on, put it down in the comments. Okay, let's see what's up. Jay Ellis, aka Lawrence, all right, from Insecure. He got married over the weekend to his longtime girlfriend and the mother of his child that he had during Insecure, who I believe is 3 years old. Okay, his daughter. And I'm saying it like that because a lot of people were being very ignorant, as if y'all did not know that he had a white, let me take that back, he had a Caucasian girlfriend. I knew about this when the baby came. When I found that out, I said, oh, and I left it alone. Because at the end of the day, Lawrence ain't for me, or I should say Jay ain't for me. That whole sex, gender, it ain't for me, so I don't care. I also didn't care for the simple fact that he's not out here disrespecting black women. He's not out here disrespecting black people from what I've seen. Maybe y'all know something different or whatever. You can put it down in the comments. But from what I've seen, he's not out here disrespecting anybody. He's not out here putting down black folks. So people get so in their feelings. And I know I made a little joke. I was like, y'all feel like Lawrence now? That's just because I'm an ass, all right? I'm a little petty like that. I was just cutting in or whatever. But other than that, I did not have a problem with it. You love who you fucking love as long as you are not disrespecting another group of people just to uplift who you're with if you're dating outside of your race, okay? And I've never seen him do that. So I just didn't understand the vitriol. Baby, he posted them pictures on Instagram and instantly cut his goddamn comments off for that picture. And y'all went over there. I ain't saying y'all because I hope some of y'all that watch me didn't do that. Because if y'all did, I'm judging. Like, I don't understand people who go on people, celebrities post or whatever just to spew hate or whatever. And, like, who got time? If you don't like it, just move the fuck on. Like, you wasted energy giving them a click. Okay? Giving them interaction. That's stupid. You know? But this was really dumb. Y'all really went to his other post and was just leaving nasty shit on his shit. All because he loved the white woman. Let me take that back. All because he loved a Caucasian woman, an Anglo-Saxon woman. And it won y'all. Honestly, I'm just going to be honest. I've never saw the hype in Jay Ellis. Looks-wise, okay? He's not a bad-looking guy, but I just never saw the hype. Especially during the Insecure days when y'all was like, Teen Lawrence. No, I wanted Issa with Daniel, okay? With a chocolate brother. I mean, he chocolate too, but that was... Dan, you fucked it up for us when he skeeted up in her eye. And I just knew right then and there he was never going to come back. You know, she made a big deal about it, and I just knew right then and there it's just never going to come back. So, wow. Y'all really got in y'all shits. Y'all really showed y'all ass. That man ain't done nothing but fell in love. Unless y'all done found some shit about the lady. And then y'all was going on her page too. Y'all do this shit for people that was never going to choose you. It was never going to be you. It was never going to be you in the first place. Even if he did. Bitch, stop it. Y'all gotta stop that, okay? That's so rude. The cause of death, official cause of death for Kevin Samuels came out, and they said it was hypertension, aka blood pressure, aka too much sodium. I'm a fat black woman. I don't have hypertension. And I'm not on medication for it. I'm gonna move along from that. I just wanted to briefly mention this case that came out last week, I believe. Or was it a couple of weeks ago? The NYC Bodega guy, Jose Alba, who got thrown in jail, spent 5 nights in Rikers, was charged for first-degree murder. They set the bill like a couple of $100,000. I said, where the fuck that man gonna get that? He works in a goddamn bodega, okay? What did Jill Biden call Bodega? Bogota? I said, girl, what? What? And then said the Hispanics is as authentic as these tacos. I said, what the fuck? Oh, they gotta get out. Woo. Had them approval ratings on. Girl, we're not even finna go there. But anyway, they locked his ass up, gave him that high-ass bail, charged him first-degree murder for self-defense that was caught on tape. And then once it was a little bit of uproar, no, it was a lot of uproar, they took the bail down from them hundreds of thousands of dollars to like $50,000. I said, bitch, that's still too much. He shouldn't be in there in the first goddamn place. Because what had happened was, this lady came up into the store, right? She was trying to buy some chips for her baby. She tried to buy whatever it was with the EBT card. The EBT card said, decline. Okay, you got to wait till next month till it get refilled, bitch. So she get up in her feelings, try to cuss him out and everything. She claims that he snatched the chips out of her hands or whatever and was cussing her out. Bitch, 9 out of 10 is because you was trying to be smart and trying to, because you was embarrassed because your EBT card was fucking empty. And so she left. I'm gonna get my man, because you ain't gonna talk to me like that. That's how I picture it going down. So then she go get her man. That means they went to the house. She go back. They come back. You all up. What the fuck you talking to my girl like that? Huh? You gonna talk to my girl like that? This motherfucker go behind. I'm ad-libbing because I wasn't there and I didn't hear the dialogue. But I'm just assuming that's what happened. This motherfucker went behind hit the counter. Now see, at that moment, you're a threat to him. Because you came into a personal space of his that you're not supposed to be in. Yoked him up. And was basically about to attack him or was attacking him or whatever. And you're all up in his face. And so he got a knife that was over there and he stabbed him 6 times. Wound up killing him. Over a fucking empty EBT card. Your girlfriend got you fucking killed because y'all ain't have $1 to get. Well, let me not say $1 because these chips these days don't cost $1, baby. I remember when the chips used to cost, them little bags of chips used to cost 25 cents. And at one point in time, when I was probably younger, they probably was like 15. Okay? You can buy a whole goddamn sugar-filled meal for $1. A snack, a chip, a sweet, a chip, a drink, and a savory for a whole $1. No taxes, just a whole $1 from the corner store. These days, that shit costs $10. Anyway, I said that's what the fuck you get. I mean, I'm not here for people losing their lives, but what the fuck did you expect? He wasn't supposed to defend himself, and he's an older man. You came into his space, and then y'all gonna charge him for first-degree murder? Nah, I'm so glad that they went on ahead and dropped those charges. And if I was him, I would sue the fucking city. Because that ain't right. That ain't right. And then put him on Rikers? I've heard shit about Rikers. Okay? Motherfuckers just ain't right up in Rikers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't like that. I ain't like that, bitch. Meanwhile, moving on from that, rest in peace to Houston DJ 23-year-old D Baby. I actually saw her. I don't know who she is, but I follow somebody that's from Houston, and they're a DJ as well. They're LGBT. That's the only reason why I know about this shit, because they LGBT and she LGBT. She was a lesbian or whatever. And so the DJ that I was following, she had posted her picture and was like, rest in peace, baby girl, and all that. So I was like, oh, okay, I pay no mind. But then the story got out there, and I was like, oh, who the fuck is this? So I looked it up. I was like, she was only 23 years old. She fell out she fell out the window of her high-rise apartment, 13 stories. I said, what the fuck happened? Girl, and next thing you know, they was saying it's some little controversy, and shit just seems a little fishy. Because, the girlfriend came out and said, I didn't push that bitch. I didn't push her. That's disrespectful. I didn't push her. Y'all know my mouth is just, that's what I always say. I didn't push her, okay? I didn't touch her, nothing. According to the girlfriend, she came home. She was drunk. She stood up in a chair, and she slipped and fell. And if you knew that she was drunk, how come you couldn't grab her? Something about the story about how this all happened just didn't seem right. But I'm not here to say that because I don't know. I just know that unfortunately a young life is lost, and she was highly respected. She probably would have went really far. So condolences to her family and friends. Nick Cannon went on a whole podcast talking about he'll spin the block for a couple of people, especially like Mariah Carey, somebody else. Okay? Literally the next day, put up a post with some woman saying he's now engaged. I thought he said he didn't do marriage and all that stuff. So instantly what I thought, it had to be for a music project or something else that's coming up. I'm not believing that shit. I'm not believing that shit. First of all, who is this girl? Out of all these goddamn kids that you got coming up and that you already have, which one? Who is this? I don't believe that he is really engaged. I'm pretty sure it is for a music project or something. And somebody said, when I posted that up in the comments, somebody said, what music? Y'all, he did release a mixtape a couple of months ago. I'm not stunning fucking what's his name? Nick Cannon. Go away. Go away. We're going to have to retire him. And Omarion, sir, let it the fuck go. You lost vocally at their verses, okay? You fucked it up. A month later, he's still trying to blame, Mario people for the sound. They was controlling the sound or whatever, so they was messing up in the first half. No, sir. You came out there, their very first song, and you was winded because you wanted to touch and let it go. Oh, baby, that way. Oh, baby, that way. That's was you. That's how your voice was cracking. It just didn't come out clear because you was doing too much. Okay, now had you would have just stood there, maybe. But then we saw. I'm still not over the fact like he literally got on that float and he was doing all of that on it. I said, what was that? When he laid on that float, put his leg up. I said, what in the dog pedal is that? Roof, roof. I didn't like it, but that was not sexy. You ladies be liking stuff like that. All right, all right. You might as well start an OnlyFans with Orion. Okay. I'm about to get up off of here, y'all. Y'all going to see the last thing I want to talk about for a second because I really want to go see it. Oh, it ain't as long as I thought it was gonna be. Around the same time it used to be. I went 10 minutes. Y'all going to see the movie? Nope. I've been hearing so much good things about it. And somebody that I follow who is dealing with the press or whatever, she follows me or whatever, and she gets advanced copies of whatever, get the advanced seeing of things and all that stuff so that she can write up and all that stuff. She literally said, phenomenal. She can't wait till the embargo is lifted so that she could talk about it. But it is good. And they said Keke Palmer, this is one of her best performances. Somebody threw in Oscar shit. I said, what? I gotta see it, bitch. I want to see it. Like, I gotta come to I don't know if I want to go to the movies yet. My foot ain't really healed. So I don't want to put it out there in the open if I don't have to. I'm still a little scared to go to the movie theaters a little bit. Don't worry about it. I don't know. But I might suck it up and probably go once it's not going to be that many people up in the theater. I might go Wednesday. Let me not say that for real, for real. Do y'all know that they put the AMC on Uber Eats movie theater? I looked at that. I said, now, somebody really going to be ordering some nachos, some popcorn, and some bag of M&Ms and Skittles? And a drink from the goddamn movie theater? Ugh, it ain't that deep. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of you guys' week. And I will see you guys later. Please stay hydrated, you guys. Stay hydrated. And I'll see y'all later.